we are gathered here today, obviously in the city of Boston, a city that holds a special place in the story of our nation's freedom. Of course, we know this year we're starting all our events for the 250th. And being Puerto Rican, we are definitely a big part of that as well. But today here in the Puerto Rican Veterans Monument, we are here to honor the Puerto Rican men and women who have served with courage and unwavering loyalty. The history of Puerto Rican veterans is a testament to our courage, our resilience, and our patriotism. Puerto Ricans have officially served in the United States military since World War I, a proud legacy that spans over a century. Despite facing challenges of language barriers, prejudice, and many times limited recognition, we, as Puerto Rican veterans, have made invaluable contributions to the many communities we live in here and in the rest of our country. One of the most notable examples is the 65th Infantry Regiment, also known as the Burinqueniers, named after Puerto Rico's indigenous heritage. Formed in 1899, the Burinqueniers served with distinction in both World Wars and the Korean War. Their bravery and career earned them the Congressional Gold Medal in 2014, a recognition that highlights their courage and who's distinguished themselves through bravery and perseverance despite discrimination and adversity. They are a symbol of pride, not just for Puerto Ricans, but for our entire nation. They, along with all Puerto Rican veterans, embody a spirit of service that continues to inspire us today. Puerto Rican men and women have served in all branches of the armed forces, participating in conflicts from Vietnam to Afghanistan. They have brought honor and distinction to their communities, embodying values of loyalty and sacrifice. Today, Puerto Rican veterans represent the rich diversity and unity that strengthens our city and the United States. Their contributions have helped shape our nation's history, and their legacy of service continues to inspire this generation and the generations to come. As we honor them, we are reminded of the courage, resilience, and dedication of Puerto Rican veterans who answered the call to serve and to protect. Here in Boston, we see the impact of this legacy in countless ways. We see it in those who are our firefighters, our police officers, our EMT. We see it in the healthcare system, our educational institutions, in our businesses, city and state government, and as community leaders embodying the values of discipline, resilience, and kindness. They all show us every day that service doesn't end when you return home. Rather, it transforms and grows, creating ripples of impact across our great city. So today, here at the first Puerto Rican monument erected in the United States, we honor Puerto Rican veterans not only for their courage, but again for also their heritage and the richness that they bring to their shared American identity. So today, let's celebrate this legacy. And because of this hallowed park, we ensure that their contributions are never forgotten. Let's always express our gratitude and acknowledge the sacrifices they and their families have made to protect our nation's ideals. So we are deeply grateful for all our veterans have done and continue to do. And we stand with you in respect and gratitude today and always. And as a city, we pledge to continue and carry this legacy of loyalty for generations to come. Thank you. And now I would like to call up Mejia for our opening prayer. But before we do, in honor of Veterans Day, we are going to have a moment of silence for our fellow citizens of the United States and our neighbors here in the city of Boston who made the ultimate sacrifice and did not make it back home. There's something to be said that Memorial Day is a day where we honor that very expensive price of our liberty, which is the price of our fallen soldiers, sailors, airmen, Coast Guardsmen, and Marines. So before our opening prayer, Let's please have a moment of silence for all our service members who did not make it back home.
Buenas tardes a todos. Un momento de reverencia al Todopoderoso, el Señor Jesucristo, que reina eternamente y para siempre. Vamos a orar y dar gracias en este momento. Gracias por su misericordia y su amor para con todos nosotros que estamos aquí y tenemos el privilegio de poder estar aquí. A los que no pueden estar aquí en estos momentos, honrarlos nuevamente también en este momento. Gracias, Señor, te damos gracias porque tu amor es grande para con todos. Bendecimos a Massachusetts, bendecimos cada pueblo, bendecimos cada nación, bendecimos cada familia y cada familia presentada aquí en el nombre del Señor Jesucristo, que reina eternamente y para siempre. Él es el Rey de gloria, y a Él le debemos reverencia y respeto. Y todo aquel que despierte y que está dormido, despierte, porque Jehová de los ejércitos es el Rey de gloria. Gracias, Señor, por tu amor y tu presencia aquí con nosotros. Amén.
Gracias. Now I would like to call up Chris Ruben Winters, who will be singing our national anthem and the Puerto Rican national anthem.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the las olas a sus pies, cuando a sus playas llegó Colón, exclamó lleno de admiración. Es yo. Es Borinquen la hija del mar y el sol, 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 del mar y el sol. Gracias.
Thank you for the great rendition of our national anthem and the Puerto Rican national anthem. At this time, for opening remarks, I would like to call up here a fellow veteran, a shipmate of mine. He served 24 years in the United States Navy, City Councilor Ed Flynn.
Thank you, Commissioner Santiago, and honored to be with you and colleagues in government. And I know they will speak, but I do want to acknowledge and recognize them. Mayor Wu from the city, also city colleagues, City Council President Louis Zhen, City Councilor Murphy, City Councilor Mejia, obviously from the state, Senator Collins, Representative Moran, and some candidates also, Alexander Valdez, Frank Baker, and Josh Kraft. I'm honored to be here in the heart of the South End at this hallowed ground as we remember and honor the incredible sacrifices of our veterans that made the supreme sacrifice for our nation. We come together united to remember them, to pray for them, to respect that incredible service, but we also come together as a city and as a nation to respect and honor our Gold Star families. It's important for us to share in that pain, at least this weekend. They have that pain with them every day of the year, but as a nation, it's important for us to recognize, acknowledge the supreme sacrifices that a loved one, a spouse, a husband, a wife, a daughter. We're here at this Puerto Rican Memorial to remember the fallen Puerto Rican veterans that made the supreme sacrifice, but also all veterans of color and women veterans as well, as we look at that monument designed by Bob Sherm, who's here with us today. Let us vow that we will never forget the incredible service, sacrifice, courage that our veterans and their families have made for our nation. Honored also to be here with the men and women of the Boston Police Department as well. Thank you, Commissioner Santiago.
Thank you, Councilor Flynn. At this time, I would like to call up here our mayor, our great mayor. I do want to say that I want to thank Mayor Wu for offering me the great honor and most of all the responsibility of being her Veterans Commissioner. She really has been great to me and great to the veterans community and always challenges me, telling me what can we do more. There's always more that we could do for our veterans. And I am very honored to be her Veterans Commissioner. Ladies and gentlemen, our Mayor, Mayor Michelle Wu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes. And thank you so much to not just our great Veterans Commissioner here in Boston, but the best, the hardest working, the most devoted Veterans Commissioner in the country, Commissioner Rob Santiago. I was said that earlier this morning at one of our other 3 events that we were at for Memorial Day, and Rob got a little bit of teasing, it looked like, from someone saying, really the hardest working? But I can vouch for this, because even when he's away, even when he is taking a moment with his family or by himself, if ever someone in the city needs help, and I run into a veteran in need of services, or someone from one of our other neighborhood services departments or other places reaches out, Rob immediately steps in, any issue big and small, and we're so grateful for your leadership. Thank you so much to everyone who is gathered here, to all of my colleagues in government who are here every single year and who have helped steward this space and this community. So honored to serve alongside you. To all of our city officials, our police officers, first responders, and our family members and community leaders. Thank you to Senor Molina, Tony, Dr. Sepulveda, the entire board, the advisory board, all the leaders at the Puerto Rican Veterans Monument Association. Thank you for the honor of joining you here today and for the honor of calling you friends and colleagues. You all know our friendship goes back a long, long time, and you helped shape who I am and how I think about service in this city as well. I'm always grateful to be with this community, and especially on these heavy days, to be here together. This group, our Puerto Rican veterans, our Gold Star families, our military families, and all those who know that sense of sacrifice. Estoy particularmente agradecida por estar con este grupo, nuestros veteranos boricuas, familias de estrellas doradas, y toda la comunidad. Because more than anyone, all of you understand what it costs for us to lead the lives that we do, to enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy. This community has always been the first to step up, to put skin in the game, and to give whatever it takes to defend the people we love. Esta comunidad siempre está de primero para dar lo que sea para defender a nuestros seres queridos. Not only are Puerto Ricans the largest Latino group here in Massachusetts, they're twice as likely as the rest of the population to serve or have served in the military. And at a time when there are some in this country who are trying to divide us and make claims about who belongs and who doesn't belong, I just want to say that there is nothing more American than the way our Puerto Rican community has shown up time and time again to defend this home that we share. Quiero decir que no hay nada más americano que la forma en la comunidad puertorriqueña se ha presentado una y otra vez para defender nuestro país. We are here today to honor selflessness and sacrifice in its ultimate form, to remember and give thanks for all of the service members, Puerto Rican service members, and all of those who have given their lives to make ours possible. Estamos aquí para recordar y agradecer a todos los miembros del servicio puertorriqueño y todos que dieron sus vidas para hacer posible la nuestra. At its core, Memorial Day is a reminder that home isn't a place that just happens. It takes leaders who will build and protect it, and we are here today to honor those heroes and leaders. At the city, under the leadership of Commissioner Santiago, in partnership with the City Council and all of our departments, we recognize the responsibility to do more than just remember. We have a responsibility to care for their families, care for the friends who fought alongside them, and that means doing everything in our power to support our Puerto Rican veterans and Gold Star families and make Boston a place where this community can continue to thrive. En esta ciudad, sabemos que honrar a los caídos significa más que solo recordarlos. Significa cuidar a sus familias y a los amigos que lucharon junto a ellos, nuestros veteranos puertorriqueños y familias de estrellas doradas. Boston is lucky to be home to this community that is always willing to step up to defend our freedoms and never forgets how much they cost. So to all the veterans and active duty service members here today, thank you for your service. And to all of our Gold Star families and all those we've lost, we are forever grateful and forever in your debt. Gracias a todos por estar aquí hoy y por seguir el legado de aquellos que hemos perdido. Thank you so much, and thank you for everything all throughout the year.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Chris. Now I would like to call up Senator Nick Collins. Senator Collins played a big role in the State House, ensuring that the HERO Act for our veterans passed the State House, along with Representative John Moran. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Nick Collins.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's great to be here representing the South End. I was asked earlier, what our country would be like if it wasn't for the service and sacrifice of our military, and in particular today as we remember the Puerto Rican veterans who died in service to our country. And very simply put, we wouldn't be the same. There'd be a bit of our soul missing, and one that has stood up for the integrity and the protection of our Constitution, which separates us from everywhere else in the world. So we're entirely grateful for their sacrifice. And as a member of the Senate, and on behalf of myself, the Senate, and Representative Moran, who I'd like to welcome up here to join me, the legislature this week offered a citation, official citation, to recognize the Puerto Rican Veterans Association for your annual Memorial Day services, which pays tribute to our fallen heroes and honors their sacrifices, and for your continued dedication to Puerto Rican veterans. And I just want to thank the committee for their enduring work and the invitation to be here today. This is Representative John Moran.
Thank you very much, Senator, and good afternoon, everybody. Buenos dias a todos. Gracias por meterlo a hablar hoy. Thanks for letting me speak today. That was supposed to be. And thanks to my fellow electeds for their gracious words as well. Commissioner Santiago, Tony Molina, and other esteemed members of the Puerto Rican Veterans Monument Square Association, thank you for bringing us together on this important day for our community as we pay tribute to our fallen Puerto Rican brothers and sisters. Now, this is my third year standing here delivering remarks on this solemn occasion. And this year, I not only have a deep feeling of gratitude for the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice, but a new resolve to make sure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Our country is experiencing perilous times caused by the chaotic behavior of our president. And I'm reminded every day that indeed freedom is not free. Eleanor Roosevelt, who visited Puerto Rico on March 13th, 1944, once said that freedom makes a huge requirement of every human being. With freedom comes responsibility. As your state rep, I pledge to continue to do my part every day to make sure we continue to live in a country that respects our Constitution and the rule of law. For there's no better way to honor our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters than to ensure that this country remains a place for everyone to live out their lives in freedom and peace. Wishing all a meaningful Memorial Day. Gracias.
Yes, Representative Moran's a little taller than I am. Thank you, Representative Moran and Senator Nick Collins. Now, I would just, before I call the City Council President, I just want to say that, the mayor had mentioned, me working hard, but I work hard because I have to work hard. And it's for our veterans and their veterans' families and also all our neighbors. But part of the reason why I also work very hard is because we have the city council that we have. We mentioned that Ed Flynn is a Navy veteran, 24 years. But also our city council president, Ruth Louis-Jean, also comes from a veterans family. Her brother, uncle, cousin, also served in the Navy for 6 years. And also Erin Murphy, whose son is going through a Green Beret school right now and is graduated from airborne school as well. So it's great to say that even in our city council, we do have great representation for our veterans and those that are actively serving. So right now, I would like to call up City Council President Ruth Louis-Jean.
Thank you, Commissioner. Hola a todos. Buenas tardes. My name is Ruth Louis-Jean, the President of the Boston City Council, and it's a joy to be here with you today to honor in this solemn moment those who have passed and our Puerto Rican veterans. I want to thank you, Commissioner, for your leadership alongside Mayor Wu, who are always pushing the envelope and making sure that we are representing everyone here in the city of Boston. And I want to thank the Puerto Rican Veterans Memorial Association. We recently, I think it was a month ago, Tony, celebrated and honored and marked your 60 years when you were wounded in the line of duty. And he was wounded, and thankfully he is here with us because God still had work for you to do, and this is part of the work. to honor those who weren't so fortunate and who did pass. And to make sure that they are included in the annals of American history, because our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, people, or la gente de la isla de Encanta, you all bring so much to this city and to this country. And even when it's not recognized, it takes this committee, everyone together, from you, Tony, to Carmen, Dr. Sepulveda, Jaime, everybody working together to make sure that everyone who has fought for this country is honored, whether you're white, black, gay, straight, that we recognize that this country is your country and that we do everything to honor that. So I just want to say, in this moment where we're honoring Memorial Day, let us remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice, and let's not take for granted what that means, meaning all the freedoms that they fought for. We also have a responsibility to safeguard them and make sure that we don't lose them in these perilous times, as Representative Moran was saying. So thank you for all of those who have served. Thank you for all those who come from service member families, and for all you do and represent for our city of Boston. So thank you. Muchas gracias. I have the honor of calling up my colleague, Councilor at Large, Julia Mejia.
Buenas tardes a todos. Voy a hablar solamente en español porque ustedes saben que aquí estamos en la isla del encanto y estamos celebrando el esfuerzo de todas las personas que han dado su vida para que nosotros estemos aquí hoy. Y eso es bien importante de hacer entender que aquí en la ciudad de Boston es la comunidad puertorriqueña que, como quien dice, ha abierto los caminos para los otros inmigrantes que han llegado aquí. So, no solamente en la guerra, pero también aquí en la ciudad de Boston, siempre representando. So, estoy bien agradecida de estar aquí con ustedes hoy. Y por si acaso, you gotta get Google Translate because I spoke really fast. But I was just acknowledging the hard work of the Puerto Rican community. And it's really important to recognize that not only do we have men and women that have served this country and have died for us, Puerto Ricans in particular, but Puerto Ricans have also laid down the foundation for other immigrants to come to this country and be able to set a foundation. So I want to thank you all for your hard work and your dedication, for always seeing us and affirming us and understanding that your hard work will never go unnoticed. So muchas gracias por todo y felicidades. Gracias. Ahora la concejal Erin Murphy at Large.
Thank you, Councilor Mejia. I have to always say, anytime you speak Spanish, I don't understand all the words, but I can feel it. And I know you were saying that it's important to show up and never forget. So thank you for being such a good colleague. Thank you for that. I do thank you. It's Memorial Day. It's a somber day for so many. I am now a Blue Star family, but today is about our Gold Star families and remembering those who gave so much, right? Gave their lives for our freedoms, and making sure that we're supporting those who they left behind. And it's an honor to work alongside Councilor Flynn, a Navy veteran, who I have to say is the strongest, hardest advocate across this city for our veterans, making sure that they get the services they need, and working so well alongside Commissioner Santiago. So anytime I'm here, it's my 4th year here for this ceremony, and I know you have many other ceremonies throughout the year, and I make sure to come to all of them, but it's always family here. It's showing up and making sure that we don't forget the sacrifices that our Puerto Rican veterans gave. And I've always loved the statue that shows not just a man, but also a female soldier, and remembering that our women, serve and continue to serve and also give their lives. Many of us just left a ceremony in Brighton where Brian Golden spoke about the increase of women and veteran in our military now, and how they are not, they're in combat also now, so giving of their lives also. So thank you, Tony. Thank you for the committee. Thank you to the Puerto Rican community, and know that as your at-large city councilor, as the co-chair along with Councilor Flynn for Veteran Services, that we show up for our veterans, we show up for everyone in our community, and know that you're welcome and that we're here to support you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, councilors. Before we continue with the program, there's a couple of people here that I would like to recognize in no particular order. First and foremost, we have Luis Cruz, who retired superintendent of the Boston Police Department. I actually had him on the payroll a little while ago. My phone went missing, and it turns out that there was another police officer that had my phone. It was Javier. Javier Pagan, where are you? There he is. So we also have Javier Pagan here, who is with us from the Boston Police Department. Along with the other officers, we have Officers Luis Diaz, Officer Elizabeth Evans, Sergeant Naduzo, Officer Valez, and Captain Burns. Also with us, we have our EMS chief, Chief Jimmy Hooley. Where is the chief? Oh, there he is. Talking about, we talk about veterans families. He also comes from a veterans family himself. And just a couple of years ago, we dedicated a hero square in his uncle's behalf, who served in World War II, Victor Gemelli. So that's always going to be one that I always remember. He's accompanied with Deputy Superintendent Tanya Del Valle, who's here, and also Lieutenant Katrina Sanchez from the EMT. Thank you all for what you do for our community and keeping us safe every day, and for ensuring that I keep my cell phone. Javier. Someone else who I would like to recognize here is Jose Mazo, who's here with us. He's a staple in our community, along with his son, Jose F. Mazo, who's the Chief of Human Services here in the city of Boston, also works for Mayor Wu, and I'm very proud to be part of his cabinet. So Jose, thank you, and thank you for the chief as well. Also with us is Alejandra Velez, who's been with us working for the city for many, many years. Thank you, Alejandra. Also with us is former counselor Frank Baker. He's here with his wife today. And I do have to say, where's today? There she is. So today I do want to publicly thank you very much for all the work that you have done in helping Veteran Services to ensure that all our events are taken care of with permits and ensuring that our veterans are honored and recognized in the city. So thank you today, and Frank as well, who also comes from a veterans family. Also, we have the Puerto Rican president of the Puerto Rican Festival, Marilyn Rivera, who's here with us. Here in a couple of weeks, there's going to be a huge event on June 14th, is it? Huh? The pageant on June 14th. If you want more details, you can either see me or see Marilyn, who's here. It's going to be another great year, another great celebration, and celebrate our patria as Puerto Ricans. I think I got everybody here. I hope I got everybody. I do also want to recognize our flag bearers today as well, those who have raised the flag. We have the state's VFW adjutant, Craig DeOld, who's here with us. He was also the past commander of Boston Police Post 1018 for many, many years. I've been able to get to know him very well these past years, and I consider him a shipmate, although he served in the Army, not the Navy. But, you know, he'll accept that. Great. We also have Juan Hernandez. Where's Juan? I saw him. Oh, there he is. Juan Hernandez is also a veteran himself, also another member of the VFW. He has said that he's going to transfer his membership over to the Latino VFW post that Tony's going to talk about in a few minutes that we're going to establish here in the city of Boston. And also Javier Pagan, Officer Javier Pagan, and Pedro Santiago. Where's Pedro? There's Pedro Santiago, a Vietnam era veteran himself, who also worked for the State Office of Veteran Services for many, many years. It was also going to transfer his VFW membership to the Latino Post when we established that. So thank you, gentlemen. I'm the district commander, so that's an order. There we go. All right. Now at this time, if Senator, Representative, we're going to do the wreath laying. Councilors. Before I call Tony up here, there is one other person that I do want to recognize for his many years of service to our community and our city is Juan Lopez. I didn't see you here until a few minutes ago, so thank you very much for all you've done for our city and for the party. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the president of the Puerto Rican Monument Association. But before that, he wants a picture with the mayor. What Tony wants, Tony gets. Él es el comandante aquí hoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a man who I got to know very well, and it was definitely an honor for me to be the MC at his event a couple of weeks ago, his life event, where we celebrated and commemorated 60 years from the date that he was shot, the first Puerto Rican known to be shot in the Vietnam War, and survived it. We call him Cabeza Dura. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Molina.
Muchas gracias a todos, especialmente a mi gran amigo Roberto Santiago, que me dice cabeza y dura no porque me pegaron un tiro en la cabeza, sino porque yo insisto que en mi casa mando yo cuando no está la esposa mía. So, no, thank you. I want to thank everyone who is here. I want to welcome a special person who, without him, I don't think we would ever had a monument this beautiful. Bob Shore from Sky Studios, Liz, his daughter, and the granddaughter. Thank you. This is an awesome plaza, thanks to Skylight Studios, but especially Bob Shore. Yo creo que lo importante de todo esto es, como le dije, Papá Dios siempre está con nosotros los veteranos. Todo el mundo me decía, lleva sombrilla que va a llover. Pero ustedes no tienen el contacto que tenemos los veteranos puertorriqueños con ese gran señor allá arriba. Tuvimos el contacto nuevamente y aquí estamos bajo el sol con una temperatura sumamente agradable. I just want to make sure that I say hello to a dear friend of mine, Jorge Arce. Jorge, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Una amiga que es mayor que yo y no lo acepta. ¿Ah? No. Jovita Fontanes, señores, ella era la que me cruzaba la calle con un bebé. Come here. No, these are people who I've met when I came to Boston back in 1965, when I again was sent from the hospital to Chelsea Naval Hospital, and I've been there since. Jim Hooley, yeah, my God, my friends. Known all these folks for a lot of years. And the great thing about this is that I am so proud that they're all older than me. They won't accept it, but that's all right. That's no problem. But you know what? Without, all those things, Puerto Rican Veterans Plaza is a very special plaza in the United States. It's the one and only plaza dedicated to Puerto Rican veterans, one and only monument dedicated to Puerto Rican veterans, specifically with a female and a male. We were the first to do a plaque for the 65th Infantry Regiment back in 1999. We have a bust for Roberto Clemente, who's a Marine. We have a plaque for the Gold Mothers, for the Purple Heart recipients, for all the Puerto Ricans who received the Medal of Honor. We're proud to say that we are proud to have served our nation. And as I tell folks, without the U.S. Armed Forces, we probably wouldn't be here today. We served, we defended our liberty, because, liberty is not free. La libertad no es gratis. You have to pay for it. Tú tienes que pagar por la libertad. Y muchos de los veteranos pagaron por la libertad con sus vidas. Y muchos con nuestra sangre. So I want to make sure that we are recognized, that we deserve to be recognized as veterans who served our nation. And I think that the city of Boston can be proud, because without the recognition that we've always had from the city, but specifically now that our dear friend Michelle Wu, our mayor, is here, Marty Walsh was a great friend. And I just want to mention someone who has been a dear friend of ours, Governor Charlie Baker. Marty Walsh was there with us. Tom Menino was here with us. Ray Flynn, my dear friend, Ray Flynn, besides being mayor, he was a friend. And we appreciate, agradecemos all their support. Now we have new supporters. Senator Collins, thank you, gracias. John Moran, thank you. Senador, Councilor, as also Councilor. Eddie Flynn has always been there with us. We, as Puerto Rican veterans, say thank you. Gracias por su apoyo. We are proud to have served, and let me tell you, we will serve again if we have to. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Tony. A couple more people that I am going to recognize here. And I just want to reiterate something really quick that Tony said about this monument here. When I first came to Boston, I did not know that this monument was here. And when I found out about it, it just gave me such a sense of pride that I, as a veteran, a Puerto Rican veteran, is finally being recognized, you know. And currently, from what I know, this is still the only major city in the United States that has a veteran dedicated to our Puerto Rican service members, both women and male as well. And so again, thank you, Tony, to you and the committee. And interestingly, there's a plaque at the corner over there with all the original committee members. And one of the names that's on there as well is our Mayor, Michelle Wu, who was an advisor to the committee back when it was just a conversation. And she was part of the team that actually made this happen. So thank you, Mayor, and to the rest of the committee. Two other people that I would like to recognize first and foremost, a shameless plug for me. We have our new Deputy Commissioner in the City of Boston Veteran Services, and just happens to be Javid Estrada. He's back there. Looks like a man in black with his suit on there, but he's been with us now for about 4 months and has done a fantastic job, and we're very happy and lucky to have him. And another one is Juan Flores, who's right here, who's also a legacy a member here of the monument, as well as gone the rounds with Tony Molina. So just worthy of recognition as well. So anything else, Tony? Want to say goodbye? Oh, and by the way, when Tony was talking about, you know, when he's in charge, so his wife Lucy, who happens to be behind him, she's like, yeah, he better recognize that I'm the boss. You know, she said that in English and Spanish. There you go. No, don't be shy. Tony's not shy. Come on.
Well, you know, she told him, my wife told him, tell him he's going to do this. Yes, sir, seguro que sí. I just want to say hello and thank you to all my friends, police officers who have always been there with us, so, you know, providing security for us. And my good friend, Luis Cruz, who served the police department and the Puerto Rican community. So gracias a todos ustedes. And I just want to make this happen. I want to apologize to our treasurer, Guillermo Candelario, who was going to do taps, and we neglected to do the taps, but thank you, Guillermo. And of course, we have Dali Sepulveda, who is one of our members, Carmen Colombani, and Dr. Isaiah Sepulveda. You know, Dr. Isaiah Sepulveda said, no, I don't want to say anything, but I think I definitely need to hear a few words from Dr. Isaiah Sepulveda, who is not only the Vice President, but also he's worked for the Veterans Department, the hospital, serving veterans. So, Dr. Isaiah Sepulveda.
Tony! I thought that I was going to get away with this, but no, I couldn't. Today, I want to thank you, all of you here, and I'm very surprised with all the public servants that we have here. Thank you very much to all of you to be here. It's an honor. And today, I just want to say I'm the son of a veteran, but today I learned a story that I want to share for 1 second. It's Juan Flores, who has been here since day one with us, and he's the father and proud father of a daughter who is a pilot in the Navy, and I am very proud of that, to hear that story. Thank you, Juan Flores. Thank you very much. And I just want to say, Guillo, want to say thank you to him, but he just left. Again, thank you very much for your support, and this is a very special moment for all the veterans and the Puerto Rican veterans that we have been in every combat that we can be together with our great nation. Thank you very much for being here, all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Sepulveda. see what he didn't want to say anything, but I went to see Dolly. Dolly, the wife, said, "No, you're going to say this." You know, she and my wife always say that, you know, and we have to accept orders because we're both veterans, so we accept it. But I just want to say another thing. Quiero invitar ahora a todos. El día 6 de diciembre, el parrandón navideño Jíbaro Soy. Vamos a darle bienvenida a la Navidad con un gran fiestón en el VA de Newton, right? En Newton, con el grupo Guajiba, Edgar Sayas, que es el trovador que viene de Cuamo, y la música típica puertorriqueña ese día allí. So we'll you there December 6th. If you like to dance, you there. If you don't know how to dance, you let me know. I'll call someone who knows, because I don't dance. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, really quick, if you are a veteran and you would like to be a member of the VFW, we are actually starting a new chapter of the VFW, and it's more, the focus is going to be on Latino and allies. So if you're interested to either transfer your membership or be a member of the VFW, please see myself or Craig Deold, who's here as well, who's with the state, like I mentioned him earlier. Other than that, thank you all for coming out this year. I look forward to seeing everybody again next year. And just remember, here in this wonderful city that we call home, every day is Veterans Day, but every day is also Memorial Day, where we always honor, recognize, and take care of our veterans and each other.
And you know what we're going to do? And a lot of folks said to me, I hear that it was hard getting this place here, but we're going to do a VA post, y it's going to be called the Borinqueneers Veterans Post, ¿ok? Lo vamos a hacer un post a los borinqueños y lo vamos a hacer con nuestros pantalones puestos. Thank you.
I hope so. Everybody, please keep your pants on. Again, thank you. Thank you all very much. And have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the weather and take care.